So in cell constituents, we are discussing about the different excretory products like alkaloid, glycoside, tannin, resin, and all other secondary metabolites which can be used for the therapeutic purpose. So till now we have discussed the alkaloid and glycoside. So today we are going to discuss about the tannins, right? So tannins are also the compound which will be biosynthesizing into the different plants, right? That's what tannin containing crude drugs we are telling. For examples are myrobalan fruits are there, then black catechu, pale catechu, arjuna bark. These are the examples. These are the plant medicinal plant where they are able to biosynthesize different types of condensed tannin and hydrolyzable tannins. So let us discuss what is tannin and how it is going to biosynthesize. Okay. So when we talk about the tannin, it is generally tannin are complex organic, non-nitrogenous, and non-crystalline substances. Okay, occur as a mixture of polyphenols and from colloidal solution with water that are widely distributed in plants, especially in vegetables kingdom, right? So that's what uh, polyphenol, the mixture of polyphenol, right, occur as a mixture of polyphenol and from colloidal solution with water, right? So this is the this like this we can define the tannin. So coming to the next properties, what are the properties tannin type of chemical constants have? Tannin are non crystallizable compound, right? It is not going to crystallize. They are soluble in water and from colloidal solution. They are aqueous solution or acidic in nature and possesses a sharp pungent taste. Taste is going to be pungent like ginger. Seen this solution is acidic weak and identify them with the litmus paper, right? They are soluble in dilute alkali, alcohol, glycerol, and acetone, but springly soluble in other organic solvents also. They cause the precipitation of solution of the gelatin, alkaloids, heavy metals, and also glycosides. Right. In continuation of property, they formed dark blue and greenish black soluble compound with ferric salt. Remember, with this chemical agent, they are forming dark blue or greenish black compound. They produce a deep red color with potassium ferricyanide at ammonia. Right. So with the this it is this is the indication, right? Because this is the specialization of the tannin with which will not be having with other chemical constants. Tannin are precipitated by salt of copper, lead, tin, and by strong aqueous potassium dichromate solution or 1% chromic acid solution also we can take to precipitate the tannin. So these are these features or property we can use for the identification of tannins also, right? In alkaline solution, many of their derivatives readily absorb oxygen from the atmosphere, right? Tannin precipitate and combined with the protein rendering them resistance to proteolytic enzymes. So how we can classify the tannin? Tannin can be classified into the three category: hydrolyzable tannins, condensed tannins, and pseudotannins. Right. So what is hydrolyzable tannins? These tannins are the esters of a sugar, usually glucose with more one or more trihydroxy benzocarboxylic acid, right? They are hydrolyzed by acids or enzyme and produce gallic acid and ellagic acid. That is the specialization or the specific property of the hydrolyzable tannins, right? Coming to the condensed tannins, second type, these tannins are resistant to hydrolysis and they derived from the flavonols, catechins, and flavin 3,4 diols, right? On treatment with acids or enzymes, they are decomposed into flobaphanes, right? On dry distillation, condensed tannin produce catechol. This is the one more property. These tannins are called as catechol tannins also. Coming to the third one, pseudotannins, they are phenolic compounds of lower molecular weight and don't show the gold beater skin taste. Actually, gold beater skin taste, it is the taste for the tannin. So it in these pseudotannins, this taste it is not going to give the positive result. They occur as gallic acid, catechins, and chlorogenic acids. So pharmacological activity of tannins, basically what kind of activity it will be having since it is the part of the chemical conscience. So pharmaceutically, tannins are used as a astringent in GIT and skin abrasions, right? It is used in the treatment of burns or wound also. It also acts as a preservative because its antiseptic property, because of its antiseptic property of tannin. Tannins are widely used as an application of sprains, application to sprains, bruises, and superficial wounds like helminths, right? Different types of infections, right? And wound healing also, or different types of any injury or in joint pain. Like it is used as an ingredient of eye lotion, and it is also used as a septic, right? Nut galls. Industrially use, if you see the pharmacological activity of tannin under industrial use, it is used in the manufacture of inks. Tannins are utilized in the laboratory as astringents for the detection of gelatin, proteins, and alkaloids. Tannins are used in the tanning process of animal hides to convert them into the leather. That's what the leather industry, they are using tannin in large quantity. Why? Because in leather industry the animal skins they are using, and those skins there are the chances of contamination. So when the tannins will be used, they can prohibit it or inhibit the contamination or infection, right? So side effect of tannins, there are side effects also. Absorbed tannic acids can cause severe necrosis to the liver, right? Liver necrosis can happen with the tannic acid. Prolonged utilization of certain tannins rich plant materials may be dangerous. See, that's what, right? So long use, always there is a mindset that the herbal drugs are safe or natural medicines are safe. So it's not like that. Definitely, they are also going to be the dangerous, owing to their carcinogenic potential. Example: the habitual chewing betel nut rich in condensed catechin, like catechin tannin, has been linked to high rate of oral and esophageal cancer in India and South Africa, right? So black catechu or pale catechu, generally they are using into the pan, whatever the pan you are eating after lunch and dinner, no, in that they are using some what do you call, brown color liquid they are applying into the green leaves, right? So that is the called only catechu. So that catechu, since it is a digestive property, it's okay. But if you will going to use for chewing betals, right, different types of nuts, betals, suparis, if you are using, so it is going to harmful or it is causing cancer also, right? That's what. Test for tannins. What are the identification tests we can perform when the tannin will be given as a sample to identify? Solution of tannin precipitated heavy metals, alkaloids, glycosides, and gelatin with ferric salts that we have discussed in the property also. Gallitannins, elagitannins gives blue-black precipitate, and condensed tannin gives brownish green precipitate, right? So second test we can perform gold beater skin test. Pseudotannin it is not giving positive for this. Already we discussed. A membrane prepared, right? Membrane or isolated from where? From the intestine of ox, right? This is the animal, ox animal, from their intestine, like in their digestive tract. There we need to separate one membrane. Can be used as a gold beater's skin, right? Gold beater's skin we can use for this. Small piece of gold beater skin is soaked in 2% of hydrochloric acid. Okay. Then it is taken out, rinsed with distilled water and placed into the experimental solution of tannin for how much time? 5 minutes. Then it is washed with distilled water again and transferred to 1% of ferrous sulfate FeSO4 solution. Okay. So what you are going to observe? A brown or black color on the skin that denotes the presence of tannin, right? So here remember, gold bitter skin means it is nothing but intestine of ox, the membrane form. That gelatin test, third one test which you can perform, about 0.5 to 1% solution of tannin is capped in 1% solution of gelatin containing 10% sodium chloride. The formation precipitation denotes the presence of the tannin in the particular sample. Fourth test for tannin we can perform, that is the phenozone. Phenozone, phenozone test. 0.5 gram of sodium biphosphorus is added. NaH2PO4 is added to about 5 ml of aqueous extract of the drug. Then it is warmed, cooled, and warmed and cooled and filtered. Then 2% solution of phenazone added and filtrate. Okay, go for filtration. If precipitate occur, it indicate the presence of tannin. So we are looking for the precipitate after doing so. Okay, that's called a phenazone test. Test of catechin, matchstick test, right? A matchstick is dipped into the aqueous plant extract, dried near burner, and moistened with the concentrated hydrochloric acid. On warming near flame, right? You have to remember that the matchstick, after dipping into the sample, you have to warm in the near the flame. The matchstick wood, means that stick will turn pink or red due to the formation of fluoroglucinol, right? So that is what it is happening, right? Lignin cells will be there. Concentrated HCl, you have to dip, then you have to warm near flame. The it is going to convert into the pink or red color because of chloroglycinol, right? Test of chlorogenic acid. When the extract is treated with aqueous ammonia and exposed to air, it gradually develops green color. The development of the green color denotes the presence of tannin containing chlorogenic acid, right? So nut gall, what is the nut gall where we are getting? It is the Auricus infectoria. That is the name of the plant. Chemical constituents, if you see the gallotannic acid, gallic acid, ellagic acid, cetosterol, methyl butylate, methyl oleonolate, calcium oxalate, resins. Uses, these are the source of tannic acid. In the tanning and dyeing industry also it is used for the reducing the contamination, astringent and septic, and the production of the different types of ink. You can see this nut gall how it looks like in the dry form also and in the undried form also, right? Black catechu, Acacia catechu, the botanical name is Acacia catechu. Basically chemical constituents you are going to get catechin, then phlobatanine, then gummy material, the different types of gummy material, quercetin and quercetrine, right? If you see the use, it possesses the cooling and digestive property. That's what black catechu, it is used. Catechu means katha, which is using in the green leaves, green pan while eating. Before eating you can see into the pan shop, right? So that's what, why pan it is supposed to be eat, because it is having digestive property. Used in the relaxed condition of throat and mouth, right? It is also having that kind of effect. That's what it is used into the pan. As astringent in skin eruption also it can be used as a astringent. So you can see black catechu how it looks like. You might have seen the leaves also, right? It is there in the your what do you call Avanti campus also, I think it is there, huh? You can see that one. This plant you definitely you might have seen somewhere, right? It is called a black catechu. Then Hemamelis leaf, Hemamelis virginiana, right? A chemical constituent gallitannins, elagitannins, gallic acid, then proanthocyanidine, and calcium oxalate. It is used as astringent, preparation of treating insect bite, site bite, right? Tooth preparation, eye lotion, flavoring agent. These are the different use. You can see that how the lips looks like. Okay, so these are the different tanning related matters which you need to cover under the cell constituents, excretory products, right? So basically, what is the definition? If it's a industrial use, it is more, right? Tannins, as well as since it is having astringent property and wound healing and many other main medicinal value which we are getting because of the presence of anti-helminthic activity. It is able to kill the worms, bacteria, right? Because of the presence of gallic acid, ellagic acids, right? So that's very important. So definitely you need to cover this point.